Hey guys.
Hey, nothing to see here.
You did
We
a little
just
rearranging too, haven't you?
no, I moved some things like further away and closer
Yeah.
to and got a computer table, but yeah,
Yeah.
but
I've been
nothing
using my
serious.
camera for reviews, so I've got my aim is a little off right now, but forgive
Oh,
me.
hold up. Damn, you're loud as hell on my computer. There we go.
Who we got in here so far? Let's see. Let's back up to the top. See who commented first. Trey Penton commented first. Yup. Budget guy. There's Grateful Panic. Kyle Coonley. 1 minute knife review. Constantine. Nuts for knives. More Grateful Panic. Demonock. Demonock, I need to hit you up tomorrow, by the way, buddy. Uh,
Crispy said he needed a dad joke, so I'll give him one right here. I'm gonna tell you what, Crispy, doing a live stream with Shane is like living with erectile dysfunction. It ain't easy, but it ain't hard neither.
I get to show off all my Georgia shit this week. Look at there. With the
Look
camera
at
back
you all
up.
Georged out. Hunker
Yeah,
down, you hairy dogs.
yeah. There's old
You remember
Vance
old
there.
you remember old Larry Munson?
Larry Munson.
He was the Georgia commentator forever when I was a
Yeah,
youngin.
yeah, but I
That was,
didn't really watch much when I was young. To be honest, dude, I'm not a dedicated fan now. Um, all this shit was given to me. I am a Georgia. If I had to pick, I'm a Georgia fan, but I'm not diehard. I don't. Yeah.
so what you're saying is you're a poser.
I mean, if you want to call it that, I just don't
Yep,
dedicate a whole lot of my life to it.
I do. It's
Do you?
like you never listened to Guns N' Roses, but you wear their T-shirt.
Oh no, I listen to Guns N' Roses. I had a years long argument with my buddy Leroy from the Navy.
I feel
Um,
like there's a sex story
no,
involved
no,
with
we
Guns N'
we
Roses
argued
when it
for
comes to
years
you.
over who was the better band between Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue. He swore it was Crue. I swore it was Guns N' Roses. And then when Motley Crue, yeah, I got to go way back, but Motley Crue kind of retired or quit touring, whatever. And Guns N' Roses was still out. That was the deciding factor. I was like, what Motley Crue's washed up, but looking back on it now, that didn't age well because longevity wise, Crue has done better.
Well, I mean, and as far as like hit records wise, Crew did way better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, way better.
Yeah.
Guns
I
N'
was a
Roses
fan of
went.
Motley Crue, like um, their earlier, like Live Wire, and um, when they turned glam rock, I wasn't as big a fan. Yeah, I liked White Snake, all right. Yeah. Little
I
once
can't
bitten
say the
white
same.
sky, nothing wrong with that. Gunner, I feel like everybody has probably been guilty of that at some point in time. When you think about it, dude, to go out there a couple of nights a week, just the strain on their vocal cords and all that stuff, I'd be willing to bet damn near everybody has lip synced at some point in time. If not fully, I feel like they probably have a lip sync track playing and they sing with it or over it. But yeah, that don't even bother me anymore.
Well, damn, Vince Neil's probably lip syncing because he's got Alzheimer's or something. Did you see that one video? I can't remember what song they were doing, but dude, he was like all out there.
Yeah, he's
And
looking rough.
like Nikki Six was looking at him like, dude, I wrote this song. That's not how it goes.
Yeah. What is this? What's Vince talking about? Are you talking about Panic shirt or my shirt or the prostitute shirt? Did we miss something?
Is Vince drunk again? Vince, are you drunk?
JFC, that shirt is loud. Oh Jesus! I think he's talking about your shirt, John. You
Well,
are looking quite, you are looking quite hipster tonight with your button down, your long sleeve button down.
deal with it there, Vince. Dude, that's always what I wear.
Yeah, the
Uh,
gross prostitute. Oh, that's right. You changed your name to gross prostitute. That's what he meant.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
what I am.
I tried to come up with something creative. I was running out of time, so I just left it.
Satisfaction, you're stupid as shit, dude.
What an asshole. Why does he even come in here and troll? I don't get it.
Because he sucks.
Patina Turner's here, though.
What's up, Cletus?
Now, Patina, I refuse to be a Bama fan just purely out of spite. Now, I was a Bama fan for about 10 seconds one day. Me and my brother were in College Station, Texas. Buying,
Is there a naked chick involved?
no, we were buying a couple of. We bought like $10,000. Spent like $10,000 on two. No, I'm sorry, $18,000 on two Brahma bulls. My brother runs a certified Hereford ranch in Georgia, and apparently you breed Brahmas with Herefords and you get this tiger stripe hybrid. But anyway, we were there picking up some bulls, and we stopped at the most famous barbecue place in College Station, and everybody in there had on Texas A&M, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats. Everybody's decked out Texas A&M. So on the way out the door, I stopped and gave them at the very top of my lungs a big roll tide just to piss them off. So because they wouldn't have cared if I was a Georgia fan, but they hate Alabama fans.
So you're just being a dick.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Be a dick back, I guess. Breed a Brahma with a donkey and you get Shane.
Yeah.
Is that what the hell happened?
Yeah. I forget. It's F1. I think is what they call that breed. F1. It's a big tiger stripe.
I don't know. I know Herefords are a big deal in Georgia. Like my
The thing about
friend.
Herefords is you don't necessarily want to raise Herefords for beef. I mean, you can, but they're so expensive. You introduce Hereford DNA into your herd because it lowers the birth weight, which means more or less calves die, and they pretty much just fall out. You don't have to help them. But the wean weight's like 20% higher, which means you're going to get more money at auction. And they've genetically bred these things where they have, it's almost kind of gross looking at some of them bulls, dude. They have these huge, gigantic ribeyes. And they just keep breeding in the characteristics that they want. So Herefords are really more for genetically altering your herd as opposed
to this live stream just got weird as hell, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we talk about everything, so
we sure do.
Yeah, I worked there for a little while. It was very, very interesting. I got to impregnate a cow while I was there, so that was pretty fun.
Of course you did. What you know about horses?
I impregnate a woman. I run my arm up its butt and everything.
Is there baby oil involved?
Tons of. We literally have 5-gallon buckets of this KY jelly type stuff.
What about some cherry lip gloss?
No, don't use that.
Might
not a good day to wear. Not a day to wear your good shoes. When you pull your arm out, it creates a suction, and all the shit comes out and falls on your feet.
Why'd you have to tell them that?
Hey man, nothing wrong. Knowledge is power, dude. You might have to know how to impregnate a cow with a stem someday.
It is. I mean, knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, the main question I always got asked: well, why do you stick your arm up their butt? Well, it's because you put your arm up their butt, like up to here, and you put the top of your hand against their shit sack, and you roll it around so that you're creating slack in that bag. And when the time you get to the bottom, you've got enough slack that you can dip below her uterus and grab it in your hand like a penis. And then you run that stainless steel stem, which is just a big long straw, into her vagina. And when you get to you'll feel it touching your arm. When you get to the uterus, when you get to the opening, it'll go pop, pop, pop. It'll pop like 3 times. And you just shoot a little bit in there, and she's pregnant. 94% success rate.
Ooh, and now you know.
Yep. And it's doing it already. I'm about to.
Oh shit, we're losing Shane. This is perfect, perfect spot to lose him too.
I don't know how to fix it.
Oh, he's back. He never went away. Oh dear God.
I'm still on the screen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear like three of you right now. Oh shit, we're losing Shane. Big spot to lose. Oh, maybe he's officially going away. This might be our show.
Am I back?
I don't know if you ever went. Move around and talking shit, dude. I don't know if you're freezing. Oh, he's gone. It's us. What's going on, guys? So you ever stuck your arm up a bull's butt or a cow's butt and fiddled around till you hit their sack and such and made them pregnant? Because Shane has. He got a cow pregnant with his damn arm up in their butthole. And he's gonna come back. He's been done heard all of this. Had this evil cow when I was younger that always laughed at me. Oh my! You go to hell, Michael Morgan. Shane might be gone for good. This might be our show for real. Take this shit over. Gable's insemination theory. Quite possibly. Pocket Metal, are you in here? What up, dog? Good to see you, homie.
I'm back.
God damn it.
Oh,
Did you get any cows pregnant while you were gone?
no, I don't do that anymore.
Oh, you gave that up.
Yeah. I went to a 12-step program.
My name's Shane.
I think everybody should work on a farm for about a week just to see what it takes to feed the population of this country. It's a it's eye-opening.
I mean, it is, but y'all got to understand it's not like every day you work on a farm you got your arm up a cow's ass. That's very rare.
It's going to happen.
I mean, it will, but it's not every day.
No.
There's more shit scooping and feeding and brushing.
I mostly just drove tractor. But on the breeding day, it's all hands.
You ran right up there and shoved your arm right up that ass, didn't you?
Had to be talked into it.
Oh, the first time. The second time you were all antsy.
Yeah. It was, I think it's something everybody should experience. It's getting hot in here already.
It is. Shirt's coming off.
I don't understand it, man. It's only when I go live in this corner, it gets hot.
Yeah. I think it's Kyle Coonley.
Manufacturing,
you ain't got to have brains when you got a 54-inch wiener.
Yeah.
So what'd you do this week?
Oh, not much, man. Still, I've been studying up for that new job coming up. I got.
What'd you do this weekend?
Pretty uneventful.
Right on. Just a lot of studying.
Yeah. Studying up for a job. I caught some of the lives. Listening from my phone here and there.
That's what's up.
I got
what else? What were you doing when you weren't watching lives?
Sharpening knives.
You do a lot of that?
Yeah. No.
That's what's up. You know, Kyle sharpens knives. You could just send them to him.
I know.
So you wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. I got my new PM2 and S90V. Got it in. I got some of the parts in for it, but they're not all here yet.
So I reckon when they all come in, you'll be headed this way.
Oh yeah, headed to Huntsville. Get some hardware changed out.
We'll do it to it.
Yeah. Was that Stevie must have got stoned and passed out. He ain't in here.
Kyle's wondering if you went out of the house at all.
No, I just hung out.
Just Staying in that store-bought air, huh?
Yeah. You guys have to. I can't incriminate myself too much on the internet. No, I didn't go to. I didn't go to New York Custom Knife Show. I think that's a bit far for me to travel for a knife show. I think it's funny that they canceled it that one year and moved it to Nashville and still called it the New York Custom Knife Show. And now it's just the Nashville Custom Knife Show, and now New York's doing it again. I have a feeling they'll probably start popping up all over the country as long as they're
Oh
successful.
yeah. Are you about to go away, Shane? Because you're getting really glitchy.
Am I really?
Your audio was for a second.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get it, man. I got a G. I got 1 G of internet. Maybe I need to get a long cable, run it across the house when I do lives, and just plug in directly. Maybe it's Wi-Fi. I don't know.
That might be something.
Yeah, I've got great internet. I don't know if it's the computer or what it is, but Stevie was walking me through my monetization steps for YouTube last night. I thought I had it all set up, but I didn't do my tax information yet. And we weren't even live. We were just in the studio, so he could see my screen. And yeah, it shut off on it. It did this a couple of times with him too. So I don't know how to fix it. What?
Question for Shane Tech Support. What does that 1G stand for?
I think it's 1 gigahertz of something. Download speed, maybe.
One good.
Yeah. I mean, and what's odd is, I have zero internet issues with anything else. When I'm gaming or if I'm watching, I'm streaming, I never have any issues. The only time it acts up is when I'm on StreamYard. So I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing for me. Maybe they just do it because I'm not paying. I don't have a paid membership. I'm still using the free one. Yeah. So what you guys carry today? Curious to see what y'all had in pocket today. I had that. I carried this PM2 around today. Let's see. Somebody posted it.
Oh.
Ignore that.
What she want?
I don't know.
Yeah. What up, Ninja? What's happening, brother?
So I'm gonna assume you carried the Shaman.
No, I carried the 5.5 today, and I'm getting a new another one this week, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
Does a man need 2 F5.5s?
The man needs all the F5.5s, dude.
I shouldn't say that. I owned 3 Manixes at one point in time. Now I'm down to 2. It's like Jeffrey Dawson's got his 15V Manix.
You got them big Calsex hands, so you need something bigger than the 5.5.
Yeah, I got that. I got my Manix XL, man. I'm still loving this thing. I'm telling y'all, there's said Stevie right there.
He gave you some money, homie.
How did he do that? I didn't think I was set up for that yet. Anyway, thanks, Stevie. I don't have a bell.
But you got to do what he said, though.
What did he say? Please say, ball all chol.
Yeah.
Ball all chol. How's that funny?
Oh, it's funny because you don't know it's funny.
I'm just saying it normal.
What normal?
Just Alabama normal, I guess.
No, I mean, like, what did you say normal?
Ball, all, and chol.
That's it.
I mean, you're from the South. How do you say it?
Bull and chol.
Ball,
but I don't sound like damn.
It sounds the same.
Hank Hill. Well, I mean, it is, but it's funnier when you say it.
I guess in other parts of the country they say boil, oil, and choil. But here it's ball, oil, and chol.
Cletus said bull, oil, chol.
Yeah.
It's more of a hard O. It's bowl.
Yeah.
Bowl, like almost like you're saying bowl. Bowl, oil, and choil.
Bowl. I think with bowl you accentuate the L a little more. I don't know.
Or maybe it's the
I know
W.
the one word I caught the most slack for in California was white.
Dude, you know the one I caught the most slack for in California?
Well,
Fucking orange.
it's weird. It's all the colors because I caught slack for white and yellow. Everybody's like, it's yellow and white. I said, that's what
Yeah,
I said. Yellow
and
and white.
it's not orange, it's orange apparently. And Volvo. I got shit
No,
for
it's
Volvo too,
orange.
because it's not Volvo, it's Volvo or some shit.
Patina Turner, you might be, buddy. You're pretty close to it. How do I say crappie? Dean Griffin wants to know how I say crappie. Now, crappie's one of them weird ones because it depends on the mood you're in. If you're having a good day and you're catching a bunch of them, you call it a bunch of crappie.
Yeah.
But we say it both ways down here. Either one's acceptable. Yeah. that wins the night right there. Consonant.
Oh,
So
damn,
good.
that tickled your giggle box there, Shane.
Man, I'm super proud. That's my first super chat. Sid Stevie came in strong with my first super chat. Yeah.
Oh, I caught shit for that too, Alice, asking for sweet tea in California, because they'll bring you the tea and then they'll bring you the little thing with the sugar and sweet and low and
Yeah,
shit
what
in
the
it.
hell's up with that? You can't just pour. You add the sugar while it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way it gets dissolved and goes into your bloodstream and gives you diabetes immediately. Oh,
And that's what you want. You don't want that slow diabetes.
Yeah. Scott Ann, I actually won the spelling bee in 6th grade. I didn't have to pronounce the shit. I just had to spell it.
He spelled cat.
I mean, I lost. I won it at school, and I lost right after that. No, it was 4th grade spelling bee. I lost right after that when we went to like the county regionals, whatever.
What was the winning word?
I don't remember. I mad and left. I lost on bicolor. I said BYCOLOR. Never crossed my mind there might be an I in there. I was 9, dude. Get off my dick.
Oh. Damn, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it was embarrassing that it was such a simple, easy word that I lost on.
I mean, it kind of is, but it makes sense because you're used to Y and my, and
right.
the long I sound is a Y.
I can spell sister just fine, talking about that stepsister that gets me. What's up, El Cap? Tactical Terry, Crispy Critter. We've had a bunch join.
He can put stepsister and baby oil in the same sentence though.
That was 2 completely different situations. I got to think about that, dude. I felt bad about telling that story, but then the more I thought about it, ain't my fault that old gal had a dry box.
No.
Yeah.
It's not your fault at all.
Needs more hydration.
If anything, you were helping her out. You were moistening it up.
Yeah. She need more hydration in her life or something.
Yeah. Need one of them water bottles you carry around that tell you how much water you're drinking.
Yeah. Where do you see how many likes you get? I see people all the time talking about how many likes they have. I've never saw likes on here. Not that I care. I was just wondering.
If you bring up YouTube, it shows it. Right now, you're looking at on my screen 34 likes.
Blades in EDC live stream just in. Who's Blades in EDC? I mean, I know the channel, but I can't remember who that is. Who's the host of that?
Blades in EDC.
John, we all have real names.
Well,
see
his
people
is
like that,
blades and
34 light.
EDC.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Maybe I don't watch him. I don't know. It's weird how you feel bad sometimes that you don't watch everybody's. But man, there's just so much of it now. We've all added so many channels. Shouting people out and stuff. There's just no way to watch it all now. It amazes me because like when I go to my main folks, if I go to said Stevie's, I can scroll all the way back to the beginning of his channel. Every video he's posted has got that red bar going through it because I've either watched it or when I let it play at night, it wee hours of the morning, it's picking up the ones I've missed, I guess.
I don't feel bad about watching some people's because I don't have time to watch anybody's really. So
let me tell you what Stevie did to me.
tell
I
us.
sent him a picture of those parts I bought for my PM2. And I'm assuming he must have went to Amazon and checked them and found out that some of them were coming from China and gave me shit about it, which completely burst my bubble. And I went back and did more research, and the only thing I could get from the United States was the clip. So I did take the clip off my order and ordered one from Lynch. So, and this is what's odd was that Lynch Northwest clip was $4 more than the Chinese one. So, there's that.
Yeah.
But I'm not very experienced at buying aftermarket parts for knives, so I don't know who, what American made companies there are out there. But
As far as clips,
well, I knew about Lynch and those folks. I'm talking about like your titanium hardware, you know, G10 scales, micarta scales, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I read somewhere that I think these came from Malaysia, maybe. Somebody messaged me today talking about they had the same ones for their standard Mannix. You know if they said Malaysia or Singapore or somewhere. But
one of them damn countries.
yeah. Yeah, I think that thing's gonna look good though, dude. I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah, you got some good the color combination between the hardware and the scales and the black blade.
Some kick-ass Jackson Long stickers.
Oh shit!
I sent Stevie a link recently. That was the reason I added Jake from the get-go was because of his his Fight Club reference in his name.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of that movie, and I watched a video here a while back that everybody thinks they know the plot twist to Fight Club, but I had never considered it the way this guy did, and it all makes perfect sense when you listen to him break it down. That everybody in that movie was an alternate personality.
yeah.
He was the only person there. Like Big Tip Bob, none of those people existed. And he even explains to you that how it all actually took place in Marla's apartment or in Marla's hotel. That's where he actually was because he was Marla. Marla didn't exist. So all the sex scenes with him and Marla are actually just him masturbating.
Yeah, of course you went there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You got you another damn super chat, homie.
What?
From Carco.
I didn't even share Stevie's on. I can't remember if I did or not. Thank you very much, Carco. I very much appreciate that. As soon as I figure out how to receive receive that money whenever it gets here, I will definitely be purchasing some giveaway stuff for the channel.
I don't get paid enough to do that kind of training there, Kyle. So
yeah,
it's going to be kind of on all of us.
Yeah. I sent that link to Steve. Steve, did you ever watch that video? I'm telling you, man, it's very interesting when you consider his look on that movie. And that guy that wrote it, I watched his interview with Joe Rogan. Man, that dude's he's a genius. My wife was or is a English literature major, so she's big into Chuck. How do you say his name? Polinac. Anyway.
I don't know. I
If
didn't
you
know
like
we had.
Feinberg, though, all his books are kind of twisted. They're all kind of mental roller coasters like that.
I really didn't know we had those in Alabama. She's a what kind of major?
English literature major.
Wow. How does that work?
It don't. There's no such job.
Oh, look at Jared coming in hot, dog.
Man. Golly, I don't even know what to think. I had decided, though, that when I monetized, I was not going to get a bell because let's face it, that was a Knees Knives original, and everybody with bells are freaking copycats. So I was not going to copy the bell. My favorite has got to be Mattisfaction's Screaming Goat. That thing is kick ass. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faux show, Jared.
Yeah, very kind.
And we are dum-dums, so you were accurate.
Yeah. John, were you watching OCD? Did you see the best score on that K390 enough that I told Justin I wanted to buy?
No.
It tested it at 180. That was the factory edge. It was 180. And hell yeah, look at there. I can always use a can of dip. No doubt about that. Thank you very much, Twain Thing.
Hell yeah. She's some grizzly wintergreen, bro.
Yeah, I was actually going to text Jared about that later. Every Spyderco K390 I've ran across, it seems like they just gave up sharpening it at the factory. They do a great heat treat, but I haven't seen one yet with a decent factory edge. You know, if you refine that edge, it's incredible. But from the factory, it's not great.
Well, I mean, what you got to think is they're sharpening that shit on the same belts they sharpen everything else on.
Right.
And they probably have muscle memory, little motion they do just putting that sharpening bevel on there.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be the greatest coming out the factory.
He tested that 15V PM2 that he just got out of the box, and it tested at 60, which is very impressive for a factory edge. But you got to remember, guys, those guys that sharpen those belts, the knife that they sharpened when they first put the belt on is going to be a little different than the last knife that got sharpened on that belt. You know, it's a different grit by that point. So,
and you use the angled system, you're going to get so much more refined edge from what you got from the factory. It's just they're putting something on there that can cut through something. It ain't gonna be perfect.
Yeah, and it's very eye opening when you put a factory edge on a fixed angle system. If you'll just make 5 or 6 swipes on one side and stop, and you'll use a jeweler's loop, yeah. I haven't seen, in all honesty, as bad as I hate to admit this, the best looking edge I've seen from the factory was that QSP Pelican I had. Now, there was a little deviation right at the tip, but dude, there's deviation at the tip on all shortening jobs.
Yeah, mine deviates at the tip. So
yeah, but I mean, 99% of that blade was perfectly straight. I mean, they did put a really nice bevel on that thing. Yeah, Jared said Spyderco uses robots. I can't even imagine how that would work.
I kind of feel like Kara said that Spyderco uses robots because there's no caps lock going on here.
Oh, you've got a point there. I didn't notice that.
What's up, Kara? Good to see you, lady.
I doubt Kara's in here. She's mad at me because I was bad-mouthing her favorite budget knife the other night. Apparently, Kara's a big fan of the hunt.
He said, "Oh snap!" in all caps. What's up there, Ian? Love you, brother.
One thing I've learned about all caps with YouTube, it don't matter whose chat I'm in. If
It,
you do it enough,
all caps in a live stream chat is like a free super chat, basically.
well, yeah, but also I realize if you do it enough, like me, every comment is in all caps. After I've never counted to see, but after so many, it'll throttle me and stop posting them.
Yeah.
I can go back and retype the exact same message word for word in lower caps, and it'll pop up. And after I do one in lower caps, I can go back to all caps. But I can't stay all caps all night in a long live stream, or it'll just stop putting my messages up there.
Thank you, Michael Morgan. And if anyone else is not subbed to Neves Knives, please go sub to Neves
Yeah, in case you
Knives
guys
because
don't know who
he's
Neves
a
Knives,
struggling channel. He's trying to get out there.
he's up and coming. Dude puts out some great content. Does tons of giveaways. A lot of them you never hear about. Just all around good dude. If y'all hadn't heard of Neves Knives, go check that out.
We might do a subscriber push giveaway for him in the future. Just get him a few more subs,
Yeah. It is amazing how many channels there are now, though. They're just popping up everywhere.
They are, but I mean, you got to admit, like Neves he's good.
Yeah.
Not trying to blow smoke, but he's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are channels out there that have I don't mention his name because y'all know I love him, but top tier production quality, top tier cinematography. He's an excellent speaker, but
promotes the ShamWow, maybe.
When I want knife and steel knowledge, I go to Jared Neves. Because literally, guys, I talk a lot of shit on the internet, but damn near everything I know and everything I've learned started with Jared Neves. Now I went beyond that, and went down that rabbit hole of the edge retention charts and all that stuff, and following Larry and Thomas and trying to learn about heat treats and what makes them important. And I know how boring all that is, but yeah, it all started with Jared Neves. I was one of those guys.
Well, what's important about Jared is not only is he knowledgeable and he's successful, but he's willing to spread that success to anybody that wants it.
Yeah, you want to start a channel and you want to know how to do it, all you got to do is hit him up. He'll tell you exactly what to do. And about 15 minutes into the conversation, I was like, Jerry, man, I really appreciate it, but I'm not doing all that. I just don't want to waste his time anymore, because, I mean, if you're not that dedicated to it, then just turn the camera on.
Yeah.
Just turn the camera on and have a good time. There's nothing wrong with that either. But if you really want to build a successful channel and you want to try to, make a bunch of money doing it, he's more than willing to tell you, every step you got to take,
And it's a lot of steps. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I always say I always knew that guy was going to make it because I knew how hard he was working every day. It reminds me of the when you watch the Conor McGregor documentary.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called now. It's excellent, though. You can find it for free on the internet around. I know YouTube wants to charge you to rent it. Notorious. That dude was recording everything he did when he was still on welfare because he knew. I mean, he was that confident. He knew he was going to be a world champion, and he wanted the entire journey documented. How many people do that? How many people are that confident, not just in their talent, but in, knowing that they were willing to dedicate themselves to something that strongly and, to start recording it way back then.
Which is smart as hell because people want to see everything.
Right. And you see Dee, and she was the only one working, his girlfriend at the time. He didn't even have a job. She's working to support him. And every day in the gym, as the camera spans, you'll see her sitting over there with their cell phone filming him, and yeah, that guy, he's an asshole, but he's an inspiration to anybody that wants to succeed at anything. His mindset, you know, failure was just never ever an option for him. You know, and that's why he beat most of those fighters before he ever stepped foot in the cage with them. You know, he had them mentally whipped before they ever walked through that cage door. I am a big MMA fan. And I went to UFC 4, I think it was, in Birmingham. They had 2 at the Birmingham State Fairgrounds. I went to both of those. You know, that was back in the Ken Shamrock, Dan Severn, Don Fry days. It was a true spectacle back then because, you know, it was one discipline versus another. Nobody was mixed martial arts. Nobody was cross training. Everybody just thought that their style was going to win. It was a lot of fun. There's a big fight coming up next weekend. I'm actually thinking about renting it. I hadn't paid money for a fight in a while, but 3 fights I want to see on one card. John Jones is fighting Cyril Gahn. That Shevchenko chick, I can't remember her name, the champ, she's fighting again. And that Bo Nickel, he was an All-American wrestler. He's just got started in MMA, so he's on the main card this coming weekend. So looking forward to that. I guess you guys heard that Jake Paul lost his first fight, right?
I did not, but
yeah. He fought Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's little brother, and lost by split decision. Alice, no, I haven't watched Power Slap. You know, that again, I think is a spectacle. It's probably fun to watch, but it's not a sport. I don't think it proves anything because no grown man is going to stand there and just let an opponent have their turn. So I don't really feel like you can call it a sport. You know, maybe it's a test of how hard you can slap and a test of how good your chin is, but yeah, I don't believe that just allowing a man his turn. Okay, now you get me. I don't know. I don't get it, but apparently it's you know.
So, like, where in real life do you walk up to a dude and hand him a football and be like, "Hey, try and get it past that line,"
Right.
or you know, I'm gonna try and tackle you? I mean, it's all a sport, dude.
I mean, I have watched clips of it before Dana White started it. You know, there've been slap competitions going on for a long time. It just you know, to me, you know, the number one rule in mixed martial arts, though, the last thing the referee tells those guys is, you know, always protect yourself. The moment you stop protecting yourself, they stop it because it's no longer a competition. Well, then in slap fight, they're telling them, hey, don't protect yourself. Just stand there and take it. I just don't feel like it's a sport. But not saying it's not entertaining. I'm sure it is, but I just don't want to. I don't know. I've had a hard time getting behind supporting it.
So that means it's just not your sport.
Right. Just not for me.
What's up, CPM?
There's no CPM right there.
And yes, Michael Morgan, poker is a sport. And no, that I bought this damn shirt fair and square, Ian.
What are you going to say?
He asked me if I stole it from somebody.
Oh. Yeah. I would rather watch the they don't make near as much money, but I'd rather watch the arm wrestling competitions simply because I feel like that is a sport. You know, it's one man versus another. But
I mean, when they're slapping, it's one man versus another.
But it's not.
I mean, it is.
I mean, what if you're the first recipient and you get knocked out?
Well, then I reckon that dude was better than me.
How do you know? You got knocked out and didn't get.
Well, then he's good. He knocked me out. Just luck of the draw, I reckon.
You guys won't catch me in no slap fight competition. I'll put it that way.
I'll slap the shit out you, Shane.
I liked it better when you told Kyle you slap shit out of him.
I'll slap the shit out of Kyle too.
Coach, were you a top
Jared, Jared, did I steal this shirt from you, dude? I might have.
I mean, it's a nice shirt if you're into that kind of thing. I feel like you got it buttoned up a long way too.
I mean, how do you have it buttoned up a long way? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know anybody that.
I mean, I'm not gonna unbutton a few buttons and wear a gold chain in my chest hair and be like,
undo one button. Undo one button.
Paulie was my friend. Paulie was good.
Just undo one button. Let me see.
That's weird, dude. You can't do it. I mean, there it goes, but that's weird.
No, that looks way better.
Well, that's because you're a Guido.
I guess. Yeah. Nate said the shirt looks better on you anyways.
Well, that's a high compliment, Jared.
Jared turned it into a fashion model, ain't he? Did y'all see his last video?
Jared's a pimp, dude. Jared's strong, man.
Yeah. That little strut he had going towards the camera. I meant to call him, give him shit about that.
No, I smell of the spice bomb right now, Cletus.
We doing a scent of the day?
No, just Cletus said it. Cletus said something about he bets I smell of Dracar Noir, and no, I smell of spice bomb.
Oh. Yeah, that's just the way I walk. That big dick energy.
He says sin of the day. No, we ain't got that kind of pull, dude.
I only have 2 cents currently, and I bought both of them because Jared told me to.
What you got? Let's do a sin of the day.
Dude, I can't even pronounce the name of the last one he told me to
just
buy.
Alabama it, dude.
It's pretty much I think he told me it was just a knockoff of Creativantis. And yeah. That shit,
I think everything's a knockoff of Creativantis, really.
That's good stuff. And then I've got what's that other one? It's one of that blue one.
Can you show us?
Yeah, hang on.
I mean, just mumble along and. He'll be back. There he is.
Yeah, in case you guys want to purchase any of these glorious scents, you can use Jared Neve's affiliate link in the description of his videos. This one is Club the Nut.
Club what?
The Nut.
Say it again, dude.
Club the Nut.
Oh.
What I love about this, dude, is if you like the smell of this, you can literally just spray this on your jacket collar, and 2 weeks later, you can still smell it. This stuff lasts forever. And
that'll pull your sister in a heartbeat.
Oh, dude.
It got some torpedo IPA there.
That's my wintertime choice, and my summertime choice is Nautica Voyage. Or Voyage, however y'all sell it.
Say it again.
It's Nautica Voyage.
Okay.
Club the Nut. That's right, Stevie. Let me tell you though, Jared. I'm gonna give Jared some scent of the day advice here. You put this on your neck, whatever. Then you lightly apply a little bit of said Stevie sweet tobacco into your beard. And when you're done, what's left on your hands, just
rub it on your ball sack.
No, not your ball sack. They might put that in their mouth. Rub it on your nicely trimmed pubes. They go very, very well together.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. Santa Claus smells like chloroform. If I could get my hands on some chloroform, son.
You'd probably have more kids.
Yeah. I can't have kids anymore.
Well, with chloroform
I got clipped a long time ago.
on the bull farm.
No, way before that. That was in my first marriage. I want to make damn sure I didn't knock her up again. Yeah.
I might on Jared's request or recommendation. I might have to get that Nautica that you got.
It's just really clean smelling. I wouldn't call it a sexy smell or anything like that. It's just really clean smelling.
I'm rocking the Mont Blanc Legend and Scent Bomb.
Before this, I just emptied my Polo Sport. And they do kind of remind me a little bit of each other, but I think the Polo Sport is a little more. I don't know. It's just a little more aggressive. It's not quite as clean smelling as the Nautica Voyage.
It makes them panties drop faster, right?
I don't know about that. That's what that's for.
They drop more evenly, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe so. I'll put that right up there with well, I just lost the name of it. I can't even remember now. Jared and I have talked about it. Armani Code. I don't say it spell the same, but it's got that. When a girl gets a whiff of it, she'll just literally bury your face into your neck just to get closer to it and smell it more. Yeah.
And cup your balls a little more tightly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Falconer, you're 100% correct. That's politically incorrect now, but that did the trick right there, son.
Bucket in third, but yep, that'll work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, it's not just politically incorrect; it's just incorrect. You shouldn't do that, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's effective.
It may even be illegal at this point.
It probably is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just what we're saying is try at your own risk.
Right.
We do not condone such behavior.
Yeah. You know you got a winner when she sees you dropping in there and takes a drink anyway and chews that some bitch up on her own. You know you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah. You already put the check mark in the I'm gonna get laid box.
Yeah. Oh, Kyle said that's a line from Varsity Blues. It's not his medical advice. God, how good was that movie, man?
That I'm telling. I was literally friends with Billy Bob.
Really?
In real life.
That dude got lost all that weight, got in shape, and then died.
And died. And really, from what it was all the harm that his weight did to him all his life.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it just wore his organs out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a good dude. Oh, Ronnie.
I'm thinking about doing another channel. Something else I'm pretty passionate about. I think I want to start doing some movie reviews. Not on my channel. I'm thinking about starting a whole nother one and just call it Redneck Reacts.
About like porn movies?
No, just my favorite movies. You know, people watch it, great. If they don't, who cares? I don't understand how that works though. How you can show clips from a movie on a YouTube channel. Yeah.
So God, I'm sorry, dude. Kyle is stupid.
Huh?
I said Kyle is stupid.
What do you say now?
My advice, though, no means yes, and yes means anal.
That's not the first time he said that.
Oh, yeah, but it was good.
Yeah, but Jared, I don't know how that works as far as like the copyright strike. I mean, do they just get part of the? If you make any money, do they just get part of it? Is that how that works? 'Cause I'm really confused about the whole music thing and all that. Because I've heard like you can play clips of music, but they can't be over so many seconds, and then I don't know.
The best thing to do is just get like music on a site that you already pay for. so you don't have to worry about it. Like if you get like go to what is it? Damn, what's the site?
Like iTunes?
Like Epidemic, and you get a membership. You can use all their songs for like free. Well, not free because you're paying for it, but you don't have to worry about getting a strike.
Yeah, see, that's the part I don't understand. Well, maybe we'll have to have a. You can't just let them play as long as you make it your own. It's fair use. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm
Y'all are confusing him.
that.
Y'all need to chill.
Yeah. You should ask Stevie how difficult it was walking me through getting my monetization set up. It was.
Was how long was the process?
I think we were on there. What, Stevie? Hour and a half. He's like, "Do you see the word download?" Give me a minute. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, click that.
And then
Yeah,
you're gonna see this other word.
yeah. Stevie learned a lot about me last night because I was sharing my screen as I'm entering all my personal information, social security number, picture of my driver's license, literally everything. If my identity gets stolen, well, let's face it, who the fuck would want to steal my identity? Who wants to be me?
Nobody wants to be
It's
you, dude.
Stevie's fault. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. Considering there might be some people that want to be you, because there's some factors that may not be publicly released. That
Yeah, but as good a times as I've had, and I've had some damn good times. I'm a lucky, lucky man.
yes, he
I'll
is.
also be lucky to be around another 10 years. So, yeah, why would anybody want to be me?
But she was hot, dude.
Yeah. I love Alabama. Why I love Alabama? It is because it is packed full of girls with insecurities and daddy issues. It's a wonderful place to be.
You sound like such a perv right now, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't going for perv.
Well, I mean, you hit it.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, but I see people all the time, that do these react videos, reacting to music, reacting to movies, and I'm like, does do they just take a cut of it? I mean, I guess if you're getting enough views, even if they get half, it's still worth it. But I don't understand how they do that. There's a lot of great ones out there, but I think people might want to hear a dumb redneck's opinion on some of these movies.
Yeah. Nobody wants that, really.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, maybe for comedic value, but
I mean, you guys wouldn't want to hear.
They don't long for it.
You guys wouldn't want to watch me, watch Peanut Butter Falcon and cry and tell you how it makes me feel.
Maybe your OnlyFans subscribers, but no. Other than that, your average Joe probably don't want that.
I love that movie.
Let's do a test.
At all. I'm more of an action, drama, thriller type guy, but damn, that movie was just so sweet, man. That's my sensitive side.
That's where I'm at, Kyle. I want to watch Shane enjoy a peanut butter movie.
Yeah. No. Has it been long enough to tell that story yet? I haven't told that story on YouTube, have I?
No. It's definitely been long enough.
Maybe I should leave that alone.
No, you should tell that shit.
Should.
Yeah. Right. So here's what happened, folks.
This is what happened. When I was in middle school, there was this kid I went to school with that discovered that his uncle had a VHS collection in his basement. And it was a particular type of movies that he had hundreds of. So this kid, being the entrepreneur that he was, thought it'd be a great idea. He knew he could get away with it if he took one movie at a time. He could take it to school and rent it for $5 a night. It didn't take him about a week before he was backlogged, like by over a month. And so he was bringing these adult movies to school and renting them to his buddies at school for $5 a night. Well, as I grew up, we didn't have cable. We had 2 channels. Yeah, I'd never experienced anything like that. So I scraped up my $5, which is harder than you think in 1984, 83, 84. I scraped up my $5, got my name on the list, and sure enough, come my turn, he delivered, handed me the movie. So I get home, wait till it's late. I get up and I put this VHS tape in. And when the movie starts, there's this young lady on screen, cute young gal with, what do they call when they have both of them? Pigtails? Yeah. She got pigtails with little yellow scrunchies holding her pigtails up. And she has on yellow lingerie.
So this one, starting out, this one of them barely legal movies, ain't it?
No. She was of legal age, I'm sure. I mean, it was a.
I mean, but I'm sure she was, but the pigtails had the whole barely legal vibe. Like,
younger than she was.
Of course,
so she had yellow. Yeah. She had yellow ponytail holders on her pigtails, yellow bra, yellow panties, and the entire kitchen. It reminded me of the kitchen from Happy Days. The entire kitchen is yellow formica. It's like the little dinette set is it's a yellow table with the yellow shiny vinyl chairs. It's all very 1970s, and she's dancing around the room, and she's cute. So I was, I'm kind of getting into it. This is my very first adult movie, and in walks Ron Jeremy.
The hedgehog.
Ron walks in and picks this young lady up and sets her on this yellow formica table and goes to the cabinet and retrieves a jar of peanut butter and a spoon and proceeds to pack the entire jar of peanut butter into a crevice. And then, of course, I guess he wanted a snack. He liked peanut butter, so he tried to retrieve some of it that way. So it's all in his beard. This is the 70s, so, she wasn't bald. So there's like greasy, runny, melted peanut butter there. And they start having relations and trying to keep this YouTube safe. They start having relations, and this peanut butter is getting warm and runny and starts running out and running down her butt crack. And I got up and hit stop, and I didn't watch a porn or eat peanut butter for about 5 years after that. It scarred me, dude. That's 100% true story. I wanted nothing to do with adult movies or peanut butter sandwiches from that point forward. And Bettina, yes, that's the story I wanted you to call me so I could tell you, and you knew better. You knew better. You wanted no part of it. So, yeah.
What's up, Birdie? Birdie said he fucking loves story time with Shane.
Well, dude, when you grow up out in the country like that, and you're dirt poor, you just have a lot of experiences in life. You don't stumble across things the same way a middle class inner city kid
and
does.
Peanut butter happens.
Yeah, I can eat peanut butter now, but I mean, I still sometimes when I'm eating it crosses my mind and grosses me out a little bit.
I'm still trying to figure out what was gross about it. I love peanut butter.
Well, I do too, but when it's all melty and slimy and running down a girl's butt crack, it's not attractive.
And that's when you want to squirt syrup on it.
Yeah. Oh, you know, if I had, I'd have double fisted that son of a bitch too.
Up to the elbow and made her pregnant.
Oh, yeah. One girl, one jar. David Green he got a whole jar in there. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't know how much room was in there. I didn't have much knowledge.
Shane said, I didn't know how spacious it was.
Why did my phone keep going off? Is it YouTube telling me to shut up?
Probably. Like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? I'm pretty sure it was creamy peanut butter. Are you about to go out, or are you just being quiet over there?
No, I'll be right back.
Oh Lord. Well, on that note, folks,
I'm not going to answer that right now. Anyway. Yeah. So that was interesting. Yeah, I've got another one, but I don't even know a way to tell it on YouTube. Kyle's heard it, but I don't even think I can word that one to make it YouTube appropriate. Javon.
So what's up? You need to go?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah, that was my first and last experience with Mr. Ron Jeremy, actually. I purposely, from that point forward, never watched anything with him in it.
It was just peanut butter, dude.
John, I was like 12.
Well, you probably shouldn't have been watching it at all then.
I had this vision of things being sweet.
I mean, peanut butter is kind of sweet.
But it wasn't. It wasn't at all what I signed up for. We didn't have. It wasn't like porno. It wasn't like I could just scroll down to the next one. It didn't work like that. That was the movie I was stuck with.
And you paid for.
I didn't even ask for my money back. I just acted like. I mean, there was at least 5, 6 other kids walking around that school that was scarred by that fucking movie too. Wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, they probably toting a peanut butter sandwich though. They didn't care.
Yeah. Javon says he doesn't have enough blood in his body to get an 80s Ron Jeremy heart. Javon, you technically are an 80s Ron Jeremy heart. I'm saying you have one, you are one. Oh, I'm glad oh man, I forgot Alice was in here. Hey, it's tough sometimes, man.
Yeah, we're sorry, Alice.
At the beginning of stuff like this, that we get a little off the rails on here on Sunday night.
Was she left because of this? Well,
but if so, I mean, this is technically every Sunday, so it's not for everybody.
No, it's mostly for your sister.
Yeah. So did you get your new F5.5 yet?
No, I'll be getting that this week. Yeah, third.
Is it? Do you get as excited about getting a second version of something you already own?
I kind of do about this one.
Really?
Well, plus it's the if I'm thinking correctly, and I think I am, it's the hand rub satin M390 version with the plain tie, so it's
I
gonna
got
be a
you.
little bit different.
I got you.
But yeah, I mean, I like the 5.5 that much. So
I don't know if Jerry's still in here, but I did acquire me another Mordax, and it's the non-textured one, which works out really good because I've got some laser engraving I want to do on here. So
apparently, Alice left because she have to get up early, so it's not
yeah,
our fault.
I posted it on the screen there, John.
Well, you can fuck off, dude.
That was me. I did that. I put that up there.
Did you all by yourself?
Yeah.
Did you have to hit tech support for advice?
Stevie told me how to do it.
Oh, okay, right on. Well, you can still go to hell.
Yeah. Alice got a doctor's appointment, huh? Alice has had a rough go, hasn't she? Am I not correct? Didn't she tell us she's had several brain surgeries?
Yeah, well, which I think she's had a rough go for a while now. I
Yeah.
think she's actually doing better now.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine I worked with that, man, we'd worked together a long time and seemed to love his job and didn't really seem like he'd be very good at anything else either, to be honest with you. He just walked in one day. I knew he started acting, it was weird. He started acting like really jealous. Like if you were talking to another coworker, he would get jealous that you weren't talking to him. It was just strange. It wasn't his personality. After about 2 weeks of that, he just walked in one day and handed the boss his keys and told him he didn't work there anymore. We didn't hear from him for months, and then found out that he had a brain tumor, but he survived it. I mean, he's not the same person he used to be, but he survived it. I really want to
That's
stab
what's up.
this thing.
Where'd that come from,
That's that
by the way?
Kubi thing I was showing you that I won from Jared Neve.
I'm talking about the whole brain tumor story.
Isn't that what Alice has? Didn't she have a brain tumor?
Oh, well, I think back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know she still gets headaches a lot. I've seen where she's had to check out during a live.
Yeah.
It was hurting. And I remember talking about how she was talking about all the knives that she's bought her boyfriend, and somebody was like, jokingly, of course, said that they would be her boyfriend, and she was talking about, how he had stuck with her through all this.
Oh yeah,
He felt
yeah,
like he deserved anything you got. So that's cool.
yeah. She's a really cool lady.
John, we already told that story, and I'd appreciate if you added step somewhere in there. But
Oh no, we just stick with sister.
yeah,
No need to bring step into it.
well, that's a completely different dynamic there. See,
I mean, it is, but
as much as y'all believe that that's a thing in Alabama, I promise you that's more a thing in Kentucky than it is Alabama. I don't know anybody in Alabama that in that situation. John,
so he
I got
claims.
more work for you too because I got my good old ABW here.
Oh, with the new laser etch scales.
Yeah, gotta get them put on
Hell yeah.
soon. Excited about that.
We'll hit it up.
I still absolutely love this knife, dude.
It's a good knife.
That's what I was telling Stevie. I was like, if you tied a rope around my neck, hooked the other end up to a truck, and I had one chance to cut it, and I had to pick which knife, it's going to be this one. There's no doubt in my mind. This is the best cutting tool I own. Now, there are knives that I love just as much or maybe even more because of the way they look or whatever. But as far as turning one piece of material into two, this is by far the best cutting tool I've ever handled. But I mean, with that good a heat treat on the steel, and it's 6 thousandths behind the edge. That thing just another thing I love about it is that he doesn't grind it. It's all CNC milled. You can see I don't know if my camera pick up the mill lines. Yeah, all the stock removal is done with CNC under coolant, so it never gets overheated. What's Stevie saying?
Said the ABW showed him last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I got confused. I don't remember if I talked about this on the live or if me and John talked about it before we came live, but I've been misrepresenting that a little bit. I keep talking about the Model 2. Guys, the Model 2 is a Warncliffe, but it's a titanium frame lock Warncliffe, and it's like $425. However, he is releasing a Model 1 Warncliffe, still right around the $200 mark. Still going to be a Magna Cut at 63 to 64 HRC. Yeah, for right around the $200 mark. So that's actually what I want, the Model 1 liner lock. But the Model 2, which is supposed to drop sometime in March, it is a titanium frame lock. So if
What
you
up,
like
G
titanium
Bizzle?
frame locks, that's a great option for you. You know, the one thing I will say, and I don't know if everybody's is that way, mine has a very strong detent. You cannot fail this knife upon open, but it's not drop shutty by any means. It's smooth, but I mean, I don't care about that on that good a cutting tool. But if you're looking for drop shutty, I'm not saying an ABW won't do that, but mine don't. So
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of those. It will eventually. It just needs to break in.
maybe so, and maybe it very well could be that it's not adjusted right either. That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Get that. With my fingers, I either don't turn it at all or I turn it a quarter around because they don't react like they're supposed to. So, hey there, Apex Alchemy, how are you doing? Yeah, he corrected it. Evening, rather. You're right. It's evening. It's already, it's about 10:17 here in the beautiful state of Alabama.
Not about exactly.
Yeah. G-Ball's up in here. Yeah. I see G-Ball just got monetized recently, too. That's great. Marcos, buddy, I promise that's the first one I saw. I would not discriminate against you because of your Mexican heritage. I just suck at keeping up with comments. Marcos has been a big supporter of my channel since day one. I can always depend on Marcos to hit me with a comment anytime I post a video. I really appreciate it too, buddy.
Marcos is on that shit just all together, dude.
Yeah.
He's in all the chats.
If you post a video and then immediately go look at it and see if it's got any views or comments, you can almost guarantee right as soon as you post it, Marcos is going to comment on it. And we went over that before, and I'm not just talking about my channel, but I've mentioned this in Neves' live several times. But regardless of what channel it is, guys, if you're watching content for free, the very least you do hit the like button. I don't care if you do it here, but every time somebody hits that like button, YouTube recognizes that somebody's interacting with that video, so there's somebody watching it. And that makes them more apt to suggest that video. And just to tell you how powerful those suggestions are, I've only had one video that was recommended by YouTube out of the 100 and something I've posted. It had already been up for about a month, and it had, I think, 82 views. It wasn't a very good performer. And after about a month of being uploaded, YouTube decided to start recommending it. Within the next 12 hours, it hit 1,000 views. I was thoroughly confused. I didn't know anything about this. So I went into my analytics and looked, and it showed that YouTube had recommended it 1,000 times. So out of that 1,000 times, I got 920 something views out of it. That's the kind of thing that can really make a difference in a channel. Whether their content is getting pushed or not. You know, when you do like I do, you just upload it organically, and you hope your buddies watch it. You hope your subscribers watch it. You can do that forever, and I guess have an okay channel. But until YouTube decides to put it in the faces of people who wouldn't normally see it, that's how channels blow up. That's why, you know, John and I could start over tomorrow and post the exact same kind of content, the exact same length videos, everything. And if John's gets a little more attentions, whether it be likes or comments are even better. You know, eventually they're gonna recommend his videos, and his channel's gonna just take off and blow mine out of the water. So, you know, I don't know what it takes to get them to do that. They did one of mine just out of the blue, and it was one of my top performing videos. So, yeah, if you guys, you know, if you got a moment to like and comment on the video, dude, that's huge. You know, there's other guys that got other ways of support, whether it's memberships or affiliate links or whatever. But yeah, you can do those and not spend a dime. You know, just take a second. Is there a limit on how many letters the comment has to be, John, or how many words? Somebody told me there was. Like if you
On
just
the
got high
on what, super chats?
known comments.
I
Somebody told me like
don't think
comment
so.
on a video and you just commented with the little wave emoji that they wouldn't count it. They had to have so many letters. It wasn't a whole lot, but I don't remember. I could be that could have been misinformation. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It could be a thing, but I haven't heard it, so I can't
Let's face
speak
it. I
on it.
mean, you know, there's guys who seem to have figured out the YouTube algorithm. B's definitely figured out the algorithm. You know, he does everything YouTube wants him to do, and his channel's blown up because of it. But I will also say that there's a certain percentage of that I don't think anybody truly understands, because
Yeah.
you can also do the exact same things that B's has done and not have that kind of success. You know, so
Well, I think part of it's like a little bit of BDE,
what's that?
big dick energy.
Yeah, maybe, you know, maybe that exciting, high energy talk. I don't know. I don't know how the algorithm works and what all it picks up on, but it definitely benefits some folks more than others. You know, because even Jared's his Real EXO video, I could be wrong, but I don't believe it would have went over 10 million views just because it had a great thumbnail or a great title. You know, YouTube had to push that video for some reason. You know, if you're not helping them, they're not helping you, and you can't if your viewers aren't helping you. You know, the viewers decide how small your channel stays or how successful you are, because if they don't interact, your channel is just kind of stagnant.
Yeah, Constantine had a good point. Working with other channels helps too, which it does.
It does, yeah, absolutely. And you know, that's also how I kind of decide which channels I watch. You know, me and Bob DeMarco had a long talk at Blade Show. I think the world of that guy, man. I really like Bob. He is an awesome human being. Forget that he's got a YouTube channel. Just as a person, he's an awesome person.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and I asked him if he wanted my opinion on why his channel wasn't any bigger than it is, because I don't feel like anybody does any better than Bob does. And I said the only thing I can see, Bob, that you lack on is your interaction with other channels and other lives. And he admitted that he knew that, but when he set out to do this, he promised his wife that it wasn't going to interfere, you know, with his family time. Bob's a big family guy, so you know, he can't do that. So yeah, but I watch channels that show up in my lives. I watch channels that show up in, you know, Javon's lives, or, you know, all the channels I watch now I discovered because there were guys that were in Grateful Panic's comment, you know, back when he started all this. I'm not saying he started live streams, but this community, this little piece of the community, I think damn near everybody you ask will tell you started whichever. I'm not sure which way my camera's facing, but
Not because of me, dog.
well, yes, it did. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know who any of these people in the chat were had it not been for the Tuesday night shenanigans.
I mean, that's honestly what it was, just fucking shenanigans, hanging out with buddies.
Yeah. And it just continues. It's odd how large a percentage of the community there is now that never even experienced it. We've got so many new people now. So while I'm talking about it, let's just put the screws to it. When are you gonna start? When are you gonna start back on Tuesday nights?
Well, damn it, I don't know. Sometime soon.
Why not this Tuesday?
I don't know. I might. I got a actual laptop now from work, so I might do that. We'll see.
You never needed any of that. You didn't have all that crap when you was doing it before. And I used to tell you all the time, your videos had as good or better video quality than anybody else I watched.
Well, we'll
I'm
do
only
it.
saying that because Grumpy Grunt said it to me. Shut up with your excuses and turn the fucking camera on.
We might do it. We'll see what happens this coming week.
Yeah. We all miss it for sure. I will warn y'all, if you go there for extensive knife content, you're going to be just as disappointed there as you are here.
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, well, we talk about knives a little bit, but we just talk about life more than anything, make each other laugh. Yeah, poke fun of one another. And, yeah, that's what it's all about.
It's mainly about congregating.
Yeah. He just said that. They're 100% right. Tuesday night's wide open after Cole. Knife modders kind of abandoned that spot, so it's wide open, ready to go. I'm finna start doing some off-air interviews. And I want to explain why I want to do those. I think last Sunday is a fine example. When you try to do them live, you can't stay on topic. As much as I love interacting with chat and you guys kind of, leading the direction where the talks go, there's several people that I want to give an opportunity to talk and answer some questions. So I'm going to start recording those. I'm just trying to figure out what night and time I want to release those. I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, they'll be recorded, so it's not like a live. It's not like, you can watch it at any time, but I'm thinking about, dropping them maybe Wednesday nights after Jared. I don't know that anybody goes live Wednesday night after. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure Emler does, but fuck, he's live every night.
He sure damn does.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Any more cowbell in your life, you can always go over there. And not only does he have bells, but you can pay more for a different bell, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But you got to pay for it. He don't cowbell for free.
Nope. No, that he don't. Anyway.
Well, I'm about to leave it with you for a second because I got to pee.
Alrighty.
Wow, dude. Like, entertain them.
I just kind of drew a blank for a second, dude. I'd run out of stuff to talk about there for a minute. I've got knives laid out here, but you guys have all seen what I've got. I did find my Adam that I freaked out the other night looking for. You guys tell me in the chat, do the O-rings make that big a difference? Because as you can see, I already missed it twice. Third time I got it. I love this knife, but I do struggle to get on the thumb stud. So, you guys that have Adams that put the little O-rings on there, does it just help with traction to get a hold of the stud, or what do you guys think about What do you guys think about putting O-rings on the Adam thumb studs? Kyle, I've already moved most of what I had for sale. Um, I do still have a Benchmade Crooked River full size that I'd like to sell. I love that knife. I think it's one of Benchmade's finest examples of what they can do when they're not trying to be super lightweight and tiny. But I just got so much stuff that I love that that takes the pocket time away from it. So I don't carry it very often. I think that knife sells for about $290 now. I'm asking $200 for it, and it's like new. I've barely carried it all. I did refine the extremely gritty Benchmade edge, so it's a lot sharper than it would be out of the box. And I put that MBK up for sale. I'm still a little undecided about it. I really do like that knife, but I'll put this. When I look at my Spydercos and my Protex and stuff and my ABW, it's just hard for me to decide to to carry that knife over those. What we got here? I got a fever. The only prescription is more K-Bar, baby. Bruce Dickinson. Yes, the Bruce Dickinson. You guys don't know who Bruce Dickinson are. You're probably too young, but yeah. Apex Alchemy, I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, Bruce is a legend for sure. And I actually felt like that's one of the few remakes of some of the old horror movies that they did a decent job on. Remade horror movies tend to suck, but I feel like the Evil Dead, I feel like they did a pretty good job with that. What's Dan saying? I never tried the Atom, but wouldn't mind the O-rings on it, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it may. I mean, these are very smooth. They're comfortable. I just don't get a hold of them very good. On a good day, when my neuropathy's not bothering me too much, I can spotty flick it much easier than I can thumb roll it. But
you just don't get a hold of them very good, do you?
no, my thumbs are really what the neuropathy affects the most. Did anybody else with O-rings other than Dan? I don't see.
So what's funny is I got a message from our mutual friend with it was basically a peanut butter involved gift saying, why do I listen at the most inopportune times?
Who is this?
Our friend.
Oh.
the one,
maybe I should quit telling those stories on here. I don't know.
the one that does art.
Yeah, you can tell she does art.
100% she does art.
Yeah. Kyle, you're right. I'm losing my hair and my opposable thumbs are giving. My left thumb seems to work a lot better than my right, but it just it's just for like small, intricate tasks. It just don't act right. TRM O-rings make a big difference. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. I will definitely have to acquire some of those then.
Oh, so you haven't had any?
No, I don't have any.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do make a difference.
Yeah. Well, twin thing, I think you're gonna be happy, man. It's a very well made knife. It's thinner and somewhat lighter than the ABW. I chose the ABW when I was at Blade Show because I was going to buy an Atom, and I'd kind of forgotten about American Blade Works, but I chose the American Blade Works because of the flipper tab. I still really like flipper tabs, so especially over thumb studs. I don't have any issue at all with with rolling a spotty hole, but a lot of thumb stud knives I struggle with. And that's why I considered selling the MBK. I don't really struggle with it that much, but I can open it just fine. But I don't know. I'm just kind of losing my taste for thumb stud knives. So anybody interested in a MBK Old Guard ZDP 189 sheepfoot, hit me up on Instagram. We'll talk about it.
It's a damn good knife.
It is. It's a beautiful knife. It's a little bit plain, but in a classy kind of way.
It's that just what you expect from Ray Laconico.
Yeah.
Just kind of plain and neutral lines, but it's a good knife.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Very
Which,
nice.
if I'm not mistaken, that's a collab between him and Sanford. That's not a strictly Ray knife.
I don't think it says R Laconico on it either.
No, and I think that's why, because it was like a
I will say this:
team effort.
I got to handle Kyle Coonley's MBK XLC. I like it a lot better.
Yeah,
it's cool because it's an integral, but the integral didn't go in because it's a flipper, I guess, and it does seem like it has a thinner geometry too. But yeah, I like the XLC better than I do the Old Guard.
Yeah. Which to me, I think it's all just personal preference, but all of
Absolutely.
MBK knives that I've experienced are good knives.
Absolutely, yeah. I got to check out Javon's swayback a long time ago, and I'm not a fan of the slayback blade shape, but as far as the fit and finish and the execution of that thing, it was perfect. Now I'll tell you why I don't like the slayback. Me and DeMarco have had this conversation because he gets upset because I don't like Bowie knives or Bowie knives, whichever. I don't like when a blade when it starts at the ricasso and it gets bigger as it goes out and then tapers. I don't like that hump. Like DeMarco's new clip point that he collabed with. I love it because it's a clip point, but it never gets thicker out towards the end. I don't know why I like that knife that Stevie's been showing off. That's a very cool knife, but I'd have to grind that point on the spine off. I'd have to flatten that if it was mine. I don't care for that. That, and I can't figure out what it does. What's the purpose of it? Of the spine rising up and then dropping right back down. I don't understand what that does. I'm sure there was a reason for it when it was, when Jim Bowie designed it, but I never got it.
I think it's basically not for you to understand, dude. Just is.
Yeah, Kyle, that'd be fine. Absolutely. Yeah. Don't mind that at all. Yeah. The TRM Atom and Neutron 2 use different O-rings, really? Well, when I was an automotive mechanic, I specialized in automotive air conditioning. And one thing I learned about O-rings is, you can make an O-ring fit anything.
Yeah, they're stretchy as shit.
Yeah. And there, Mr. Patina Turner is graced with an Etsy listing for the O-rings. That's awesome. I think while I have a couple dollars in my wallet, I may go grab some of those just to see if there's a difference.
It's definitely all fun and games till you blow out an O-ring.
Yeah.
Because she never forgives you.
Yeah. I had a secret to my air conditioning. People used to come by the shop all the time talking about, man, you fixed this thing 20 years ago, and it still don't leak, and things held up good. It's because when I put my O-rings on, and I went to put either the parts or reconnect the lines, I'd coat them in clear RTV silicone, which made it a nightmare when you had to take it back apart. But my shit never leaked. So $3.50 for 50 of them. What the hell am I gonna do with the other 49, Patina? Might be one of them little rubber band guns. Shoot them across the room.
You just send them to Maddie, and he'll shove them up his butt.
Todd, are you talking about on the Atom? Because on the Atom, I don't believe. I'd have to say no. They don't. No, they don't act as stop pins. They don't even hit the liners.
Yeah, no.
Are you talking about the MBK? Because I don't think they do on the MBK either. Because I remember somebody telling me I could have a spotty hole put in it.
Are you not going to show it?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Well, hurry up.
They're usually begging me not to stand up because I don't have on pants.
Well, but you got pants on, so I don't mind if you stand up.
No.
Well, they're dark-colored boxers, at least.
If I've been in the house more than 10 minutes, I ain't got pants on.
They're purple as shit, dude, and we love them.
So, no, they do not act as stop pins. This thing is beautiful. I will say, they did design this as a work knife. It's on washers, so it's not going to have drop shutty action. I can spotty flick it just fine. I tend to thumb roll it more often than not. But what I love about MBK is that they do the insert, the liner lock on the titanium frame, because I hate that, one side not looking like the other. So I really love that. Look at there, world's greatest. Oh, I better not say world's greatest moderator. I'm gonna hurt. Sorry, guys. The world's most famous moderator. Thank you very much, Zach. I appreciate that.
What up, Zach, man?
I don't have a bell to ring or a horn to blow or any of that stuff.
Well, honestly, Zach Man's one of the most famous anythings.
Yeah.
Because he got that live stream on lock.
I really didn't know you'd be able to super chat yet because, like I said, me and Steve went in last night and I did my tax stuff, and I guess they're going to mail me a W-9 that I got to fill out. But, yeah, I think it said something about they would just hold 30% until they got my tax information. So.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you got baby oil.
Yeah, that's all a man needs. Big
yes,
ball.
Sir.
You can get some work done. Yeah, but I found out later on that's not good. You're not supposed to use petroleum products. It's supposed to be water-based, but whatever. She's young.
I mean, you just work in progress. You learn as you go.
But, that's just one of the downsides of not having a dad, not having a man around to teach you shit. You learn everything the hard way. Unfortunately, other people had to learn it with you.
Yes, you did. Damn, dude.
Yeah. My proudest moment for sure.
Nor hers.
John, I would be willing to bet that you think you are, but you are not. If you don't have an AdSense account, you are not monetized. You might have that little $ sign by all your videos, all that stuff. Easiest way to tell is go to your YouTube studio and try to add memberships. Guarantee it's not even there, because if you haven't done AdSense and haven't turned in done your tax stuff yet, it won't even allow you to add members, because I can't add a membership yet. Because I thought I was monetized. I thought I was all done with it. And me and Stevie really had to do some digging to find the little red triangle with an exclamation point in it that told me why I couldn't. It showed I was monetized, but I was not.
Which I'm sure it was probably mostly Stevie that did that work.
Well, now he's saying he hasn't had. Did you not just say I have not even done the AdSense stuff yet? And now he's saying I have an AdSense account and I can add membership. So apparently Javon is drunk or high. So We'll ignore everything he says from this point forward. Panda plane.
What up, Cletus?
Cletus is one of the best, man.
He's commenting on my vape.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
Oh, I know.
That photographic
I
bastard.
didn't get it a couple of weeks ago when he first started. I didn't know what he was talking
Oh,
about.
I didn't either. I was so damn lost.
Yeah. I try to react to chat, Kyle. I just suck at it. When I quit, he can get Zach to mod for him. Kyle Coonley, you are an excellent mod, sir, and I appreciate all your efforts. I was just trying to stroke Zach's ego a little bit. Didn't realize.
Man, you got a cute butt too, Kyle. So that works in your favor.
Yeah. I've never seen Kyle's butt. How do you know what his butt looks like?
I mean, we talk.
Oh, I got you.
Don't be jealous.
I got you. I'm not jealous. I'm just.
No, you're jealous.
I mean, Kyle just never sent me a butt pic.
Because you're jealous.
Yeah. I mean, I've sent you guys naked bathtub pics. You know, I did a little fit double video for y'all.
That was on you, though. We didn't ask for it.
Y'all liked it, though.
I mean, we ain't saying that.
Yeah.
But maybe we did. Maybe we didn't.
But, that's an inside joke. But anyway. Oh, man. I couldn't afford Kyle. Kyle, I couldn't afford Zach anyway. So did any of you guys pick up the 15V PM2?
I damn sure didn't.
Yeah.
I know you was wasn't you gunning for that 15V Mannix, but didn't get it?
I was, and then I just I already had a 20CV Mannix that's a top-notch performer. I had an S110 Mannix. I've got my S30 Mannix XL. I just, the more I got to thinking about it, I mean, even if it's 100 more feet, do I really need it? You know, so I kind of held off. You know, the only reason why I acquired another PM2 is because I would still rather have the S90V because I had the 15V. That's just me. But you know, here in the South, I don't have to worry about it rusting or discoloring or any of that stuff. I don't think there's a better pocket knife still out there than Spyderco's S90V. There are knives that do some stuff a little better, but it's by far my favorite pocket knife still. Even as much as I love, you know, quality heat treated Magna Cut, I don't think I wouldn't trade it for good S90V.
What's the appeal for you?
The edge retention, the type of edge that it takes, would be way up there, but and the ease of sharpening. I mean, it's just you sharpen S110. I mean, you can spend as much time trying to get the burr to pop off as you can sharpening it. And S90 is just not that way, and the performance difference is very minimal, very minimal. I mean, the S110 does cut a little longer, but I just big fan of S90. I don't think any stainless steel takes as aggressive an edge as S90 does, and you can sharpen it to whatever you want. You know,
yeah,
you can stop at 400. You can go to 40,000 grit, and it still does well. Yeah.
You got many 40,000 grit stones?
No, I was exaggerating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you guys notice I'm losing my voice?
No.
Do I sound different?
Nope.
No. I can feel it. I can feel it in the back of my throat. Feels a little funny back there.
That's what she said.
Maybe too much watermelon lip gloss. It's affecting my vocal cords.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. Twin thing, I do believe you can get a pair of 3 in S90V. Yes, sir. Yeah. LCAP, I haven't tried any Benchmade S90V. I hope and pray that it's good. It would really break my heart if Benchmade didn't do a good job on it, because they can. We all know they can do a good job. So I really hope they did. Kyle, I'm glad you brought that up. I was kind of surprised by that. I think we were surprised mostly because of the lack of participation, and I can understand why that is. But I was a little shocked that the M4. I mean, you had one that I can't. I'm sorry, I don't remember who all sent them in. One that just had a, you know, just your basic average working edge put on it, and it actually outperformed the, full mirrored edge. I don't know. I mean, I know it wouldn't be fair for Justin to try to touch those up on the strop before he tested them, but like you said, I mean, they came right off the owner's strop, went into a box, and came straight to him. He hasn't touched them, but I was a little bit surprised. I thought the M4 would do better than that. I'm not taking anything away from those guys' sharpening abilities, but I know this. I know I sent Justin it was Javon's, one of his hogs, or his, I think it was, yeah, it was one of Javon's hogs that I had sharpened, and Justin even said that he could still see a small burr on it, and it scored a 180. And so I was, really curious what it could have done had he stropped it and tried it again. But and that was a knife I didn't spend a whole lot of time on. So yeah, I mean, I was expecting double digit. I was expecting double digit results, but yeah. I mean, and saying that, I know my Contigo is sharper than that Hogue was. So I kind of wish I had sent it in, but the only thing I have it in for right now is my Contigo, and I felt like if I had seen him unbox my Contigo in that Spyderco little native, I would have assumed right off the bat I'd lose just because of geometry. But don't get me wrong, the Contigo is a lot slicier than what people think it is. That's not a super thick blade stock. That's why I love that knife so much. Like the Adamas is kind of a one-trick pony. It's just it's hard use. It's super thick, but the Contigo I feel like could fill 90% of the jobs that the Adamas does, but it's a lot better cutter.
You know what's even better than that? M4 Shaman.
Yeah. I struggled with that Shaman though, with that little spot in the belly. I never could figure out. It didn't bother me that it happened. It bothered me that I couldn't correct it. Because I sharpened it a couple of times, and every time about a third of the way up the belly, it snagged paper. But didn't you tell me you found something?
I've been stropping the shit out of it, and
in all honesty, though, guys, I don't think I've been stropping enough. That may, proof of that may be that Justin found that burr on that hoe, but and I think a lot of it's because I haven't seen a lot of results from stropping until I got Lacey's diamond spray. That fixed blade I got from Javon?
Yeah.
That thing would not shave at all. And literally, John, all I did was I used her 9 micron spray on a strop. I might have made 4 passes on each side with it, and it would shave the hair off my arm. That's all I did. I never touched it with a stone, so that could be my fault. I don't think I've been stropping enough because I wasn't seeing a result from it, but now I am. And she's got some stuff, this other stuff that she's still trying to tweak. A few people have it and are using it. I'm not going to mention what it is because she doesn't want me to, but it's even more aggressive. But so I'm still kind of playing around with that. This knife was that way. I mean, it was nice and sharp, but it wasn't shaving sharp. And all I've done to this was pass it across that 9-micron diamond spray on the strop. And I mean, as soon as you touch it, you can feel the bite in that thing, man. It is scary, scary sharp now. So.
Yeah, which Kyle has a good point. He said that stropping it at the wrong angle can be pretty much worse.
Yeah. And I was probably doing both. I was probably at the wrong angle. And I think the biggest mistake I was making, though, was I was expecting a very low micron to do work a lot faster than what it was doing.
Yeah.
I was just, I was expecting that 1 micron to do work in 4 or 5 passes, and I just don't think that's the case. But he's right. I'm not good enough at holding an angle. I felt like if I had done it as much as I needed to, I probably would have done just as much damage by not being able to hold my angle. That's why I have to use. I know you weren't, Kyle. I'm completely. I have no issue with admitting my shortcomings. I've got 2 guys here in town that I sharpen for, and that's because there's really just nobody around here that's any better than I am, and I'm not good. But that's why I would never charge somebody to sharpen, because I'm not a professional by any means.
And he has no problem making fun of himself, Kyle. Have you not heard his stories?
Yeah, I have no shame. None at all whatsoever. There's only one thing in my life that I'm truly embarrassed about, that I'll die with. But,
Oh, what's that?
That's nothing to do with me. It's my dad. But anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the only thing I have any shame over. Anyway, guys, well, it's been 2 hours, man, and I don't know if I'm coming down with something or what's happening, man. I'm not starting to get hoarse and struggling talking a little bit. I don't know what's up, but I'm about to hit the sack and get me some rest so I can get up. I got a bunch to do tomorrow. I got stuff to ship out. So, LCAP, I don't know if, did you ever get that email, LCAP? Let's see if he sent me one yet. Haven't got anything from you yet, so I don't know. Kyle, did you post that my email for him?
Could be your technological shortcomings.
Yeah, I'll just type it out.
We never know.
I don't care if people have my email. It's full of junk spam now as it is.
LCAP said he got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Well, I don't get to go ship every day. If it's too late, I understand. But if I ship tomorrow, it'll probably be a few days before I get to it again. So I know I'm going tomorrow. So hit me up. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys. Y'all know I appreciate any amount of time y'all spend with me. And I can't put to words how much y'all mean to me, how much I love y'all. So I appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes, sir. Same here. Good night, fuckers. Love you guys.
Yep. And thanks for the super chats.
Yes.
I've never had to say that before, so absolutely, I appreciate it.
Well, mainly 100% thanks just for being here. Yep. Love you, fuckers.